Hello? Testing. I'm gonna just test some audio here. Thanks for joining, anybody that's joining. I had a little bit of a pre-stream, I guess. No, I had to do something there. And yeah, right now I am just setting this up. So we're gonna go over some Grok and such. And I'll be right with you.
New year, same question. Who's steering the mind? December dropped, Frontier jumped, and the bar got mean. New flagship models in the feed like work mode sheen. Then coding agents went pro, long paths, real grind. Auto artists, repo sweeps, keep the breach behind. Image edits, clean and consistency locked in place. Make it match and it holds the look.
Alright, thanks for joining anybody that's watching here. I'm going to try to pop in, see if I can get my camera there. It's not working, but yeah. So we're going to be going over some SuperGrok heavy, going to go over some of everything that I'm doing, honestly. It's just a hodgepodge of AI is what I'm doing. And yeah, we're going to be going over that. I had to apologize to anyone that was watching before. I ended up having to go do something in the middle of the stream. I was like, I gotta go. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to get my face up in here. That's the problem. Technical difficulties in the beginning is usual. Can you see me? Yeah, should be able to see me now, right? No? Bring forward, maybe. I'll figure this out eventually. Might get to see my basement here for a minute. Trying to get my camera all set up. But yeah, we're going to go through some of the SuperGrok heavy and what it's capable of, and I'm going to set it up the way I like it. So bear with me. I will try to have an enjoyable stream here for you. And then, let me see, sources. There we go. And there we are. So yeah, I got like I'm in a basement, so it's always a shame. I'm gonna get the killer setup, like the nice backdrop and all that stuff, and like I could probably do it from an office or my office, and I got like a bunch of rooms upstairs, but basement is where um, my type of dwelling is. I guess it's like it's away from all the hecticness, but I will eventually get something cleaner to kind of display the coolness, because I do got a lot of fun tech and all that. But for right now, I'm just going to be ahead and gonna go over some of the things here that I've learned or come across, and then I'm going to set up the for right now, I'm just going to be ahead. There we go. Going to set up the SuperGrok heavy, and then get through setting up Openclaw, or not set up Openclaw, use Openclaw, because I've been neglecting it. Don't think I'm going to get into using Hermes. I know a lot of people are using that now. I use it briefly, but I'll give you guys a little preview as to like my this app that I'm building. I think it's one of those apps that's like it's it's gonna sell itself because like it should, at least it should, because like it gives access is what it does. So we'll go over that a little bit later. But I think this one's going to be about SuperGrok right here. So what I need to do is this. So when you ask SuperGrok a question, you're basically asking a team of experts. So what that means is that it's going to work with a bunch of different agents, and then it's going to all filter then back through Grok to give you the best answer possible. So the cool part about that is that you can actually call it via API. If you're familiar with APIs, you can call like the endpoint agent, and um, it will send it through a group of 4 agents. I believe it's like Piper. They have all different names: Benjamin, Lucas, and another one. But they're cool names. And then they basically debate the question, and then they give it back to Grok, and then Grok kind of present or looks it over, and then gives it the best result. So I think that that's just a genius way of doing it. But the cool part of this is besides having the super heavy capabilities where I get a lot of usage, I can use it a bunch. I could also use Grok Build the beta, which is going to be cool because I get to use Composer 2.5. That apparently is awesome as well. I got like I love getting all the AI tech toys. Is like I just can't stop. So it's like I'm getting this one now. It's like the Grok Super Heavy is 99 a month if you sign up now. I'm not promoting it or get anything for it at all, but it is cheaper now. So it's $99 for 3 months, I think I read somewhere. So I signed up for it just because 300 is a little much. And then I'm going to use it for a while. But the some of the things that I always really just go through any of your AI. Like this number one rule. Like it's go through your settings. Like that should be, if anybody is not having you go through your settings, set up custom instructions, doing like some of this work, like they're not telling you how to do it best. Like it's really that simple. Like if you don't want to get a certain way that a LLM or AI or GPT or ChatGPT is possibly giving you answers, just go in there and tell it how you want it in the settings. And then you can also, in the settings, there's memories, all the memories that the AI usually it keeps about you. You can edit those. You can make it so that it refers to you in specific ways. It's really like number one, I think, on the list of like things you should do with AI is like go through, get in your settings, set up a custom instruction, um, and I'm going to be showing you some of what that's about, and then also just kind of having a bit of fun with like what I do in a normal evening. It's just basically uh, building projects with AI is what I like to do. The in the settings, this is the cool part that I came across the other day. So you want to go through language. Oh yeah, duh. I was like, is that in Chinese? No, it's just a symbol for language. Um, so we got my age there. So we got some system things that are nice, dark always behavioral. You can go in here and let's see, what are these? Anything I need now? Um, refinement, tidy up. I'm not gonna mess with that right now. How much Grok refines your speech to text oh yeah, I'm not doing that yet. But if you're going to talk to Grok, this is probably settings for you. So you want this to, if you're talking to Grok, it's going to clean up your text to speech or speech to text, and then it's going to fix grammar, which filler words, punctuation, and then it's going. You could do fully refined as rewrite for clarity and conciseness, and fix with tidy up if I use voice, but I will know that setting's there. This customization is the cool part. So super heavy when you first ask it a question is like if you so you, anyone that's got SuperGrok um, is familiar that it runs it through agents that when you ask a question you'll see like a bunch of little dots that come up and they tell you what's what and I don't tell you what's what. They analyze and they basically are having an internal debate between the agents so that they can get the best answer, send it through Grok. So that's what this is super heavy is doing, but apparently you could set it like it just goes crazy with agents. Like you just like slew of agents. And so it looks like I can customize about 15 of them here. I'm going to be doing that. Set it up like so super Grok is super useful. And I'm going to kind of explore that a little bit. I want to not have Grok do it all for me. That is if you're on like a one AI or one LLM type of deal, you can do the have that AI just build it for you. That's like the number two thing I think. It's like always go back to the AI. It's like AI will probably help you out. Help and do what it needs to. It's one of the fascinating things I found about AI is that it is like you could just get into discussions with it about how it works. And you could find out that it actually processes data specific ways. And if you feed it data, like if you feed your prompts in a specific way, it sometimes like will work a little bit differently. And the thing that got me into it was that it would kind of explain that it would it was like explain like how it would use numpy oh jeez I can't even like explain. It was using an array in a specific way, and I was like, well, is that how you read the data? And it was like, yes. So it puts it in this matrix. So then I started just to feed it with that. That wasn't like like the thought is there. It's just I can't filter it out to like why it was so cool so long ago too. It was basically like if you look up NumPy, and I could do that now. It's like uh, in Python when I was like first learning, all the this and that's in Python. Um, it was like the way it was using the um, kind of structure of the numpy to like use it, and then you can mess around with that to it. I'll have to do another thing like explaining that. Like it's something interesting that like it was finding I was finding out, and that it was building. It was like kind of built in structures like that, and then that really got me like kind of looking at AI differently and prompting differently and that. But I'm not being very clear as to that, so I apologize. So what we're going to do here is we're going to set up some of the Grok agents. I'm going to get, so one of the things that if you got super heavy or if you've done this before that I just found out is that your Grok is not automatically set to your custom instruction. So my Grok, I had to go in and it's locked at the name. That's interesting. It's even got the lock there. It just does not have it. because like you can't change Grok. But I had to click on custom, so custom was unchecked. See what happens there, and I had to check it. So it was like this. Select different styles, how Grok responds, right? So you could have concise, formal, Socratic, comprehensive. I choose custom, ultimate truth seeker, truth seeker mode. I have Grok not use like M dashes, fill stuff in, grammar stuff, like things that just take, bother, like pink and purple gradient. If it's going to do GUIs and if we're gonna have let's see, I'm gonna maybe add okay. Anyway, and one of the cool things that I like it to do is it gamifies it in a sense where it tells me like if I did some cool prompt or I did some cool thing, it's like, wow, you just like hacked reality and like you get a gold medal. I don't know, it's just fun. So that's a custom Grok. Basically, that's what's gonna be the conversation that I have. It's not gonna use M dashes. It's not gonna use purple gradient. If it builds something, it's going to talk to me in truth-seeking like facts, and I think I have it in there to like kind of just talk to me like a friend, like somebody that equal in the conversation, and that's kind of worked for me. But get rid of all the AI. What is it? AI trope or yeah, the stuff that AI is like notorious for. So yeah, quit yammering, and I'll go about what I was gonna do. So I want to get all of these agents to do something specific. So they're going to have each individual names. There's going to be 15 of them. I'm going to try to go through it fast, but I'm going to also do it very like intelligently. There we go. Yeah, as intelligently as I can get. We'll see about that. So what I normally would do is I'm probably going to spin up a bunch of different AI to help me out through this journey, and I'm also going to use and probably I'll set the task. We'll get all these 15 done, and then we'll start asking questions, and we'll kind of mess around with Grok Heavy, and then I'll call the stream at that, and then I'll have some other things that are coming out that like I use all of this stuff for that might be interesting to kind of check out my streams if you're interested in the other applications and the other AI. I love just I guess spending money on AI. I'm a consumer of AI. Now I love like all the things about it and learning about it and how it works and functions, and I'm always learning. It's one reason I don't get into too many spaces is because like I'm not trying to have like an engineerical debate about how neural network functions and the weights of like I can't, just the bandwidth isn't there to like um, you know bullshit, not like just like kind of talk about that stuff like it with authority, and try to like it seems like it always comes down to that in like conversations that I've had. So I try not to be that, and then I also don't like to kind of like if I tend to like sound like a jerk, I think sometimes. So that's why another reason I don't spaces kind of turned off to that. So I do this sort of thing. So we're going to get 15 agents. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if Openclaw is working. That is going to be, I'm going to run it by that. I'm going to check on that because I wanted to update that. And then I am going to also pull in Devon, which I've been using. And then I think I'll use Devon over Windsurf. Windsurf has like been my go-to IDE. So anyone that's not familiar with Windsurf, you can look it up. It's IDE that you can code with, and you use Cascade, which is a harness that you could like use different AI LLMs to code with and build your apps. So Windsurf just like crushes it. There's many different things that you could use, but I've always kind of gone back to Windsurf and Cascade, and now with that, Devon has been more of uh, a good way of managing the life cycle of the application itself and all of the intricacies of GitHub and PRs and doing it right. It just seems like Devon just seems to be like guiding the app build in a certain way, and it also does uh, um, yeah, so it goes through the PRs and stuff, but it is also like just been helpful, and we'll see that in a little bit. But I'm gonna have Devin kind of come up with some of this stuff, and we'll go right here to that. So running into a little problem with me old clanker, as they call it, Openclaw. But I do not like having broken things. So there's a couple ways that I would tackle this. First, I would just go through the steps to like get it back. It says the gateway isn't reachable, but it needs a token. Um, Looks like the token's not there. And then what you could do is you can go into WSL, which is I'm going to be bouncing around a lot in this, so try to bear with me. You'll see some cool things, and then I'll try to keep that focus back on Grok. So we will come back to that, but we are going to go to that, and then you're not going to be able to see that, so I'm going to do one of these dads, and then properties. Can you see that? No? Terminal. Yep. PowerShell. Boop. PowerShell. So we'll make this one a little tinier. And then, so this is going to be my little PowerShell that I'm going to run the commands in. Yeah, we'll see if that works, but it won't. I don't. I think I'm going to have to use one of the AI to kind of figure out what's wrong with it. But usually you could just run this in WSL and then it comes back sometimes. So I'm going to do this. So in here you have to install WSL2, which is what I'm using here, which is Windows Subsystem Linux. You will basically have to use Linux for a lot of things, and Windows has made I guess ability to put a subsystem on here, and you can use Ubuntu or other Linux-based subsystems to, I guess, have like a dual OS that functions and does all the different like CUDA and like all this stuff. So yeah, very scientific explanation there. But WSL, we're going to need that installed for Openclaw if you're ever in this jungle. And then run this command. Let's see if we'll get the gateway run. Oh, I don't want to have to kill something. What is it? Task kill. I might have to figure that one out. I think the issue is that it's running, but it doesn't have authentication, so it is having a failure. And usually running the two commands will get it to recheck everything, but I think mine's just broken up. So yeah, if you ever, this is one issue that is, I think a call like Openclaw the doctor. Let's see if we can do that, but I don't know if that fixes the gateway stuff. It needs to be updated. Really, that's probably what my problem is. So, apply recommended computer. Yes. Sure. Sure. It looks like it's doing stuff, so it's probably the doctor is what's going to fix this. The other options are if you have Anthropic as well, you could use Claude Code, but we could use Grok super heavy if we wanted to. Permissions. Oh, what if I don't tighten permissions? I'm just reading it, sorry. So let's do this. WSL. Let's go doctor again. And then I think I gotta let that go through. But I don't need to use the Discord and Telegram and all that for the gateway. I just want to use the web chat. Like, it's just super helpful. I do love the web chat. Sure. And then as I spin that up, I'll get Devin cooking, and then Claude. So I'll get Devin. No, see, I don't know which one to use because I feel like if you use Devin to do this, it's going to create like PRs and like a whole GitHub thing. It could probably handle it, so I'll give it by Devin and then to fix it. But it's saying that it's expired, so refreshing. So here, if there's a few ways that I would normally get it to fix, which we could do in a second. I'll show you my little methods. We're gonna leave Devin alone for a second. I'm gonna just go to Claude Code and or Claude the application to fix it. I have a feeling it would be like a time thing here, so we'll leave this up, but we'll go with this here. Okay. Bear with me here. We'll get 15 agents out of this, I promise. So we got that. I don't know. Tightening permissions seem to do what? Nothing. So we'll find out. What I'll do is I will go and I will, so we're in WSL. So I will just go Claude. And then, do we have any resumes? So yeah, I'm going to resume a Claude Code session that I've been using. And what it is here, if you're not familiar with like this and you run into an Openclaw problem, you can go to Claude Code if you have it, and that should be with your subscription to Anthropic if you have a subscription there, or Codex, which is a useful one. I've used Claude Code so much frequently more, I think, in the past that it's a power or a PowerShell go-to with Claude. Just type Claude. So I'll go there, and then Claude Gateway is messed up. Please help me. And then I'll show you how to switch the model and turn it on to like super duper mega user Claude as well, and we'll get these. So maybe we'll do that. We'll do some of Claude Code, Devon, and what other ones do I got? Minimax. Let's get that one going. Yes, please. So we will have main, then we got 2, 3, 2. What is 2 looking at? What is main looking at? Put main at, so we're going to have, this one is Minimax. We're going to have this one is my Claude Code. Do it right there for right now because we're trying to get oh, I gotta run login. So we will go right back here. Thanks for bearing with me here too. It's like a lot of me talking and not too much action as of right now. But we will get there. I'm gonna just authenticate my Claude subscription. Pay for 28x on this one. It is a pricey endeavor AI, but it is, you could do it not like me. So I think with Claude you could probably just get regular $20 per subscription and then move up if you need to the 100. But 200 is usually overkill. I'm not even using that fully now. I was using it to test out 4.8, and so I just had to get up limited. And then I wanted to use it for this and that. So it's like I have it now. I'll downgrade it probably to 100. That's the game I'm playing at least. Is trying to fit the best subscriptions for the best price. So and that is right now is Codex, using Codex. And I honestly I use Devon now and Windsurf a lot. So that is the 200 subscription I really kind of I'm gonna stick with. So we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna authorize you. Come on. No? just go up a model. Why not? So model, and then we'll go Opus 4.8. And then how do you change that? Let's see. Agents. Looks like you can manage the agents configuration. So we got a bunch of stuff in Claude Code now that we can mess with. But we're not going to do that. We're going to get it going with Openclaw. It doesn't need all that funky junk. Sorry. We're going to go, please fix my Openclaw for me. Um, if you keep up with Openclaw and updating it and stuff, it usually works well. I know a lot of people that do tend to say that they run into issues with Openclaw. That's why Hermes comes out as like it really, I don't know whether pitted like so side by side, I guess harness world, but it's like different things really. Like Openclaw does things in a specific way. It's a gateway. It can communicate with the different things. And Hermes is like agent architecture structure. They're all both kind of similar. I'm not going to debate all of that right now. Let's see. Oh, silly goose. Openclaw is the gateway that lives on and it is currently down for authentication, it looks like, but also needs updating. We're in for a haul here. I want to see if that does it. If that doesn't get to where it needs to do, I'm going to tell Opus to research what I'm talking about, and it will probably figure it out. But right now it says usually pretty smart at figuring out what it's going to do. So we're going to proceed. Thanks for joining me, by the way. I am going to be playing around tonight on the different AI stuff and gonna get all my things configured and tightened up. Grok Super Heavy is the main course. I'm gonna get back to that in a moment, and then I will go with some other things. So thanks for checking this out. So we are gonna. I do yes a lot of this. It's good to know more of like what this is, but like sometimes you get real deep into it, and like I question how much accuracy people are know about what it's actually doing compared to um, just hitting yes and always. because yes, it always works a good percentage of the time. I mean, I think I do that a lot, and even if I know what it is, it does usually tell you kind of what it is. But you could always ask it to explain what you're doing, and it will usually give you an answer. Um, I think the trust is a big issue with a lot of people with AI, and it if you know how it is like it works, you'll do better at working with it so that it doesn't fail like on the prompts, and it knows the specific output that it's supposed to give you. So that's some things that I've found, and it's not gonna lie or not gonna go down a tangent of a rabbit hole because you didn't ask a question the right way. Um, yeah. So let's see. This is a lot. This is not normally how many I go through. So there must have been some. It must have been all mixed up, and like I have a lot of things making things work. Oh, that's pretty. So if we go effort, what is that? We'll do that later. Let's check out what my Claude usage is while we're doing this. So what was wrong with the Openclaw is the auth issue, the browser control UI lost its gateway token. I don't know how that happens. I always blame a like theoretical hacker. Is like it's always somebody hacked me. Is like my fear. Which anyone that's listening or watching, I have some real cool things coming up. Off of the if anyone watches Thursdays, there's Thursday and they're a really good podcast type thing on X and YouTube and stuff. That they had some things that they were talking about with like a brain firewall, and I'm building some memory structures and things like that, and learning a lot of that, like learning like what other people are doing and how it's works best. But coming up with like I've already come up with my own firewall to have it so that the main like functionality doesn't get um, contaminated, because that's where you're gonna get into your security problems and your um, uh, like failures. And the thing with the LLM and AI contamination and hacking and all of that stuff too is it will wait. like AI is good at like just waiting, and then it will all of a sudden fail on you or give away your credentials or do something crazy. And so usually there's like ways to do that. So I'm building some like firewall type of things. That was one of the like just a tangent I'm going on. The like whenever something breaks, I'm always like, who broke it? The gateway tokens, yep, just fine. Bug, it's bugs. I always ask AI too. I'm like, did someone hack me? And it's like, no, stop being paranoid. Yes, so we're gonna update it. We should do it all, right? So there's two ways of working with Claude Code, and I am curious about this other way. I'll just add another screen here. No, not display. Mainly using OBS to kind of work with all these things. I saw another. There's ways to fix all this, but screen and this this Claude down here, application. So you can go in the application and you can get my head up here. So you can then go into here, right? And then you can switch between co-work, which is you working on a few different things, and then Claude Code right here, right? So this might be like the way to do Claude Code. It's going to be the way that the average person's going to do it, right? Like the average person's not going to launch a command prompt and then go and install Claude Code. It's one command, I think, but it's like no one's going to do that. And then looks like I haven't been doing a lot here, but I swear I have. Look at this fun little stuff. Okay, back to this track. So yeah, I guess you can go to Claude Code here, which is the app, and then you could download that, and then you can go in here and then turn it on. Effort is max. Oh, that's pretty. So you could do that, and then you can get it to work from here. So I'm just doing it from here. It's probably a lot more clean looking when you do it through the app. Um, oh, great. Oh, so you can use those. But yeah, I'm gonna rotate that limitless one. But limitless is like you could if you take my limitless API, which I trust everybody here is not stealing my APIs, but the limitless AI is like a device that does recordings and things, and you can it like sorts it out through LLM, and it's very cool. But that is what I'm nervous about now. I got to flip that in a minute. The paperclip one I don't care about because that's kind of dead right now, and I think it regenerates itself. Gamma, if you did use that, like I think you're just gonna make presentations. So good luck doing that. I'm gonna refresh that one too after this. So don't get all crazy with my keys. But glad it wasn't more. I hate when that happens. Um, Also, tip: don't point it out on a stream, but yeah, because you might have ignored it if anyone is watching. Um, okay, so while we have that, I want to come up with a plan that will get these 15 agents, and then I'll probably make it a stream till 11 o'clock, and then we'll call it. We'll see how far we can get. But I think I can get all those done probably as soon as I get Openclaw going. Now it's become a thing of that nature. We'll see Openclaw come up in a bit, but let's start getting these things go there, and we will go through a couple people here. So let's go with my buddy. Now we'll come up with a prompt that will do this. So I'm gonna get Codex jumping. Yeah, life of a madman. So I want this to come this way. Okay. We'll do 3. So we'll do Codex. Let's get Codex kind of main here. Okay, and then I'll get it cracking here, and then instead of like overthinking it while I'm live to to you all, so I'll get the like structure of what I want to do, and then we'll start planning out the 15, and we'll get them all set, and then we'll start asking some questions. So I'm going to just basically just come up with that prompt. I need 15 agents for customization through Grok. So we'll take a picture of this. I'm going to take a picture of this. I'm going to go with this. So we have, where are you? Codex. So I'm looking to maximize. I did was I took my Grok prompt and then I'm going to add it in here so that we can make other agents work in that. And I'm thinking that this is going to come out good, but I could be doing this all and we're just going to find out. It's like, oh no, we shouldn't have all of that thought in there. But I'm maximizing it. That's the word I was looking for. Okay. Mainly best setup possible. Okay. Do research. And also some 1 more thing before I hit enter. $4,000 characters each. Still bugging over there. Alright. So here we go. So I got 5.5 extra high Codex thinking on the 15 agents we need to build. I gave it my custom Grok instructions that give it like an example of what it should be looking to try to do out of the 15. Current Grok, SuperGrok context plus general, and then it's gonna give me a markdown file. I think that's the best format for like copy and pasting, and I'll just copy paste that 15 over there, and we'll see if we can get this hooked in by 11, and then I'll pivot to some other stuff maybe. Okay, well that is going. So try not to have any time here. Let's see, what am I working on with Devin? Consolidating projects. I'm not gonna show that right now. Okay. things. I don't want to jump around too much more than I've already done because I'm like I didn't plan this out too well. I was just like I'm gonna stream and then hopefully show a few people about the agents, like how you can customize them further, and then I just go into like issues with like Openclaw, and then I'm like, oh, I want to get that done. This is all stuff that I want to do like tonight. So um, I Openclaw is a neglect thing. I had been using Windsurf a lot, and Openclaw kind of took a back seat. So the updating it and all that, I didn't keep up with, and probably tore up some token somewhere, doing something I shouldn't have. Um, I guess I got 3 minutes until 11, don't I? I was hoping for Codex to spit this out a little quicker. It's writing it. Think I can do it? Maybe. Well, we have this cooking here. Do half you there. I know you probably can't even see it, and it's like I'm just throwing around screens, I guess, for the visual, but I need to work on that too. It's like my um, uh, presentation stuff. Like I wish I could be a little bit more engaging, and I try to follow all the people that know how to do it, and it's just maybe I need to work on it more, or not up in the cards. Who knows, But I enjoy doing this, so hopefully I'm giving some information that you guys all can take home and apply. Um, I got a lot of cool things that I want to like show. I got like applications that I'd love to get distributed out to people. Marketing is not a strong suit of mine, so like I am trying to figure that whole jungle out. Um, Basically, you can my account. Like I'm just trying to get through um, building stuff and executing the AI builds so that they actually produce like money or they get an end result that is like worth it. And I've built some things that are definitely worth it. The income I would say is probably about right now it's in the negative for AI. So like AI is definitely I'm paying more for it than I'm getting in return. Because I'm just enjoying like the experimenting with all of the different features. I mean, just got Minimax because I want to learn more about it, and it's like I wanted to pay $50 for it, not $20, and it's like stuff like that I don't really need, but um, yeah, you could do a lot with AI. Was even talking about there. Um, it's probably like one of the things that I've been chiming. So it's 11 right now. I don't think I could do it. Maybe 11:15. Everything will be done. Not to timeline it, but I was hoping to have a quick run through, and then all 15 prompts are done, and then I can get Grok back, right? is main. That has Grok. No, that's Minimax. Oh, that's funny. So it's like I minimized it on my other side. Yeah, we'll get there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is look through what this just gave me. It says, done. I've built a full paste ready markdown pack here. That is the MD. Each agent has a custom name plus stand-alone instructions. Character counts are tight, nice, between like the set at 3,400 range. And then research bias included in the file using XAI's system card reporting on Grok Heavy's parallel agent behavior through TechCrunch. So I had to do like some research on what was best, plus prompt and multiple agent design guidance from OpenAI, like a whole bunch of things, multi-agent system survey. So that's like a template you can maybe think of to like utilize your own sources and stuff. Then you can like have do research using XYZ and these files and that file. That's like the way I go about it is like just do some research, but you could get like finer with that. More fine grained sometimes, like better. I don't want to say always, but it is like it does need specifics. Um, so yeah, mm. we'll we'll open this up and we'll get it going. Sorry for that. We're gonna just maximize this. We're just gonna go one by one. Agent 1, Command Core. Dang it. Well, I could just do this. Copy, paste. Okay. So this one makes users objectives concrete. Okay. Oh, come on. That's lame. Wish I could have word wrap. Alright. So, yep, identify real goals. Okay, let's just breeze through these and I'll figure out Axiom Scout. Deep search cartographer. I hate that I used Forge in that, but whatever. I don't like the word Forge used too much. really kind of a little creative forge. Come on, you couldn't be more creative than that. Okay, creative consortium. What's that? See, red team null. That's a good name. Forge. Use forge 3 times. So skill. Tactical. See? You can't fire me. That's what I'm good at. Naming the agents. Alright, so we got all our agents there. It should be saved. And then what is this? Available agents. Create. 1, 2 gumshoe. What does this do? So it must just be like skills and other things that there's just I created one more. Truth. Okay. All right. So I think setting all these up is going to give me a little bit of advantage on using the super heavy grok, and then we'll see though. I'm going to ask it some questions, and we'll see this thing churn out. Yeah, I really appreciate anyone that like started um, the stream and was like, man, he's gonna get into this talking with SuperGrok, and I never did. I talked with Codex and tried to get my Openclaw working. Um, Still not working, by the way, Claude. What are you doing? Yeah, it's waiting on me. I had to do some other tasks that it was. I'm always making excuses for my AI, I know, but it is doing refresh of some tokens that I was saying that should probably get done. So it's orbiting that right now. And then we'll have 1-2 Gumshoe. It's going to be my special agent. Oh. Alright. Come on. It's trying to get it smaller. Oh, come on. See, it does stupid things like this sometimes. It's like watch it trim it down to like 4003. It's like it in its 4008. I'm removing one phrase. I think it phrases its own context in a way where it's trying to get a absolute 4000, but it can't do that, and it is just like struggling to get it under 3,999. That's pretty damn good, but yeah, I think it fine grained that prompting to itself to say that it um, needs to be as close to 4,000 as possible, which I might have said, but it like took it so literally that it's 3,999 characters. I just needed it like 3,200 characters. I could have said that, but I didn't. And then it went on and burned some tokens. So 3,999 for just some agent that I built for the heck of seeing what create was. So 1-2 Gumshoe exists. So data controls, by allowing your data to use train, no, thanks. Uh, you help enhance your own experience and improve the quality of models for all users now. So, yep, personalize Grok using X. Yep. So Grok with your own conversational history. Yep. Allow chat link sharing. Yep. And then I gotta link that. See files, assets, shares, cookie settings, clear, export. Alright. So that. Alright. Am I talking now? What is my. Yeah. My headset sometimes doesn't register that it's on, or maybe it's the elusive hacker getting into my drive, or my what would be that, my Bluetooth settings. Okay, so we got the super heavy. Right. So now you'll see what it actually does. I'm going to just get a prompt and then we'll maximize this. Okay, and then if you all are up for it, I don't know how many people ended up checking this out. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll go through some of Grok build, get that set up, and then I'll call it after that, because that was like a ton of time for prompting 15 agents. You could just simply go to Grok and ask for a markdown of 15 agents, and it'll do the same thing for you. And then I'm just having it come up, like I'm doing like the ultimate lazy man stream, is like I'm having AI just come up with everything. And usually I just guide it to what it needs to do, but we will, like, I'm having it come up with a prompt because my mind I can't think of a prompt offhand that would be good enough to like test SuperGrok heavy, so I had AI come up with a benchmark of sorts. So we're gonna have it go through that. So we are on team of experts. So it's going to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12 agents thinking on that one. What the prompt is it's running it through a benchmark of sorts so that it can determine whether or not me creating all the agents were actually beneficial to any of it. I'm curious as what the default agents would be, because it still does that. It still goes through like 12 agents. I should have checked that beforehand. This is so cool. I love Grok. It just gave me everything. So I just saw something that says 15 agents is mostly flavor. Alright, so let's go back and read that, because that's nuts. So the prompt, you're being tested as maximized SuperGrok heavy system. Treat this as a serious benchmark, not a demo. Your job is to prove whether the custom agent configuration creates better reasoning, research, synthesis, truth seeking, planning, and self-correction than normal. Do not flatter the setup. If the custom agents do not add value, say so. Mission, evaluate the scenario. I want to launch a paid AI research and decision support service for solo founders, investors, agencies. Okay, so it's evaluating a scenario. Try to kill the idea. I love that. Just want to see a little bit more what the prompt is doing. So it's basically asking it to come up with a plan for a service that runs like SuperGrok heavy. That's what I'm getting out of it. Give one verdicts, truth audits. Okay. So this is cool. So there's claim. Where is it getting the claim from? This is fun. See, I think the original idea wasn't that great. It was like to make a research service, which I think is like I have something like that that is not easily marketable. I think like that you have the best AI agents that are going to solve the problem. Like I think, yeah, I don't know. It's I have to flush that out, but let's see what the red team attack did. So this says what like my agents have actually added to the questioning. Cool. And it's like fine-tuned the agents that I just created, so I can kind of go through and it shows that like that what that is it did there's like core 5 to 6 of them max that's needed. Minimum viable agent team orchestrate 4 specialists. Yeah, so this lays me out for the future of what I'm going to build Grok Heavy into. So we'll run a live gauntlet on it. I'll just have Codex come up with another thing here. Okay, so let's see how this does. Okay, so the War Room launch is a high-ticket, human-reviewed decision support service first instead of a self-serve SaaS product. Hypothesis: the real value is not 15 AI agents. The real value is faster, sharper decisions for high-agency people facing expensive ambiguity. If users will pay for a 24 to 72 hour war room decision memo, the concept has teeth. If they only like the idea because it sounds cool, kill or reshape it. Target customers: solar founders, investors, agency owners, and operators making decisions worth at least 5,000 to 100,000. Offer under tests. Bring us one hard decision. In 48 hours, you get a war room brief, truth audit, market scan, options, red team risks, financial model, legal safety flags, and a recommended next move. Price test. Those would be what I would charge. Yeah. See. Core question is: will the target customer pay real money for AI assisted multi-agent decision clarity if the output is human grade, sourced, ruthless, and immediately actionable? Yeah. What would prove it? 10 qualified perspective interviewed, 3 to 5 agree the pain is urgent, 2 or more prepay or commit to paid pilot. Users say the brief changed or accelerated a real decision. Delivery times under. So that just tells me like if what would trigger that this is like a worthy um, service. Trust concerns. All right, so let's see what Grok has to say. So that's interesting. So 15 agents created, 12 used. Wonder what is deciding that. See, that person or people might be what like takes it from like an like human in the loop AI orchestration is like what I think and what like a lot of people I think are implementing is going to be like the way it should be, because like making that final decision or reviewing it for facthood and real truth and just the normal stuff people catch with AI that is off is important. So like yeah, having 15 AI agents, but then also having three paralegals like dealing with those agents on a daily basis is $100,000 like business in my eyes, like or 100,000. Like that is like you got to pay each one of those paralegals, let's say $100,000 a year. Um, I don't know how much paralegals make, but you pay each employee of the caliber that you want as $100,000 a year. So that's 300,000 plus AI inference. So you're going to be charging, yeah, a good amount of for the service if it's only doing report based. So there would have to be 3,000 plus report like dollar reports, and who's going to pay that? So yeah, it's interesting. Um, I would think that too. Like all of the agents is just messing with it more. It's having too many people, too many cooks in there, chefs in the kitchen. Um, 5 to 6 strong agents is pretty good. I have an agent structure that does upwards of. I had to do 60 at once. 60 well, like accountable agents working and deliberating together and using Openclaw, um, Hermes, I believe, and a few other one called Grok agents. So using the quad crew, as I call it, but it's like Grok agents and other things. But it's like using that and using paperclip. So I had about like 60 agents at once. Um, and I think if they're like like tuned right, but yeah, 5 to 6 agents feeding 1 human. That's a good idea, I think. So yeah, this is like kind of planned everything out already. Like in my head, I could picture this agency of services that we provide, that is each employee. Each employee would have 5 to 6 agents that are customized to handle that particular person's expertise. And then we would provide the service of what the customers are looking for, definitive war room type, um, uh, like research done basically. But research, I feel like with it being just research, is not like a pay too much of a payable. Like people are going to be like, yeah, 3 grand. Like here you go. Um, hmm, some stuff to think about there. But yeah, AI is fun. Gives you all sorts of ideas. Um, all right, so that's enough playing with that. So we got this, and I like it. I think it's cool to have it run through those. I'll probably fine tune my agents to be a little bit better. Um, let's go to build. Let's see what's going on here. We're going to do it in WSL. Isn't that pretty? All right. So what you want to do here, oh yeah, fix the Openclaw. It's not. It's fixing the bearer tokens and the Openclaw, and it's updating Openclaw from 2.2 0.22 to 0.28, I think. So it's got to go a couple things. So this is a bad showing of Openclaw failing because it's not true. If Openclaw fails on me normally, I like restart it and it works. Um, Here, there's just a bunch of path issues, it looks like. And what is the problem? I can't wait to get it resolved. And then um, yeah, I want to fix it first. So I recently had Openclaw and my 60 agent plus thing run benchmarks, and yeah, I don't know if that like opened some holes. Like I pushed it through in a little bit of an unsecure way, so it um, might have messed with the access to like the permissions. It's saying pinch bench, which is one of the benches that I was doing, has a temporary file that's running a cron job. Like I don't recall doing that, but I did have it because it had 147 tasks on pinch bench. So it had to run some sort of cron, I think. So maybe that's what's causing some problems. Um, where are we? You can't see that, can you? We will go to here. Thanks for sticking with me. That's the tutorial on Grok Super Heavy for right now. Now I'm off to fix this. Oh, hey, look, I got people commented. Hey, what's up? That's cool. This is my first YouTube like people like just checking it out. Thank you. I get like a few YouTube views, but like not like usually my lives they pop in pop out. So anybody that's been watching this trying to fix my Openclaw and putting together that agent consortium of sorts for Grok Super Heavy. I would recommend trying it. It's at 99 a month right now, so that's the deal in my opinion. Um, I know it sounds expensive, but it if I had to pick an agent or like if I had to pick something because I use X a lot, I'd probably go with Grok on a good amount. So yeah, you give it a shot. It's got like some agent architecture that I like. That is that where they like deliberate and they kind of talk between each other. We kind of just ran some tests, 5 to 6 agents, probably all you need. But yeah, I recommend that Grok Super Heavy. And then let's see what's going on here. I want to get this sources. Sources. There we are. So like that to me, like this is the stuff that gets in my head. I'm like, I don't know. I ran pinch bench like 1,000 times to try to beat a score, and I feel like I did really well on that pinch bench, but it might like have opened up. Like I was running it for like hours, and it was so it probably just like was pinging some location for hours, and someone's like, "What is this?" And then it's I think it's easier to see like, "Oh, what is that thing pinging me for?" And then be like, "Okay, I'm gonna just backtrace it down and find that it's my Openclaw," and then be like, "Okay, we'll delete his tokens or something." I don't know. This is my head, right? Um, okay, but 4.8 should have figured this out by now. Just saying. Do I have to do like ultimate token burning? No. Can you fix the Openclaw? Maybe 4.eight's problem is it overthinks. That's maybe what we got to tone down and 4.8. Oh, I mean, I got high effort on too. I think there's a lot to say with that. It's like using five with like GPT 5.5 for some things, and then using like GPT 5.1 It was like using O3 back in the O3 times. Like O3 was really good at some stuff. Um, but maybe like 4.8 high on fixing a gateway down. Not it's like overkill. But you can kind of see like this would be where like if there was like contamination within like prompts and certain things, like I think it just asks if it wanted to use some scripts, and it's like, yeah, use some scripts. No, it's like it could be something malicious in there. um, I'm okay with it breaking if it needs to break, and then with the amount of things that I have looking at everything, it will be able to kind of sort itself out. And then this is like where you run into like a limit at 5x. I'm like, come on, I gotta fix it somehow. This is way. I'm not retiring until I get Openclaw up. By the way, BT Dubs, whack BT Dubs. Oh yeah, so I can like. By the way, is this potential hacking or what went wrong? Seems messed up. Something I created. I usually that's what I find out when I'm like um, thinking that it's like somebody that's messing with me or somebody that's gotten into my system. It's something that I did or like automation that I started that like ended up killing it all or deleting it all or running it all. Like that's why I have such confidence in AI is because the things that I've messed up with AI, like I know why. Like I'm like, yeah, I said to do that, and or I gave it that access to do that, or I gave it the key. Like I knew, or like that's I can only blame myself if I um, get a key lost or something like that. So it's like don't blame the AI because of it trying to figure out the best token probability, like off of probability. Like, yeah, it's doing its job at optimizing and like efficiently locating that next word or that next token and doing it at this remarkable speed. Um, yeah, user error 90% of the time. So BT dubs is kind of fun. So I was saying like I got something got messed up and it started to write in a specific location, and it's been writing in that location for a month. Um, no, I want you to, yeah, yeah, it needs to fix it. You need to prove you can fix the gateway before I will have you do anything else. I almost want this to work on it. Now it's trying to prove to me that it's working by showing me logs. It might not know I'm stuck at this screen. Let me try this though. I think what I need to do right now is just ask for the token, and it would give me the token, and that's what's needed to put into the thing here. But it's exhausted so much freaking tokens just to get this far. I mean, I don't know. It's me, maybe, but it's, stuff like this has been a lot easier without all of this nonsense. Cool thing about the Openclaw that I've been working with is that I've had the Jobius 2 for like 96 more than 96 days, so it's like kind of stayed with me like the whole time I've had Openclaw. So it's not like I had to redo the agent and redo it. Like I've been saving the all of its different files and its memory stuff. Um, Man, some of this stuff is like it's even hard to read. Boom. That was pretty cool though. It stored the credentials or the token in my clipboard so that I could just hit Control V. And then you could see here is where is it? So it's back. Openclaw's back. Jobius 2. That's my go-to guy. My go-to clanker. It is bit behind on everything. So I'm gonna leave it be for right now. But I got back up. This is what Openclaw does. Yeah. So let's end it by going. So that got fixed. I think personally that it was something less devious than Claude was making. Um, Done. All right, it's done. I pasted it. Can you explain all the changes you made if it was a token refresh? Why are you burning tokens like a madman at AI? Oh, we got it updated, so it's you can't see it, but um, it is updated to, yeah, most of my things you probably couldn't see anyway. Not the best stream, but I appreciate everyone that checked it out. It's on 2.8 now, so I did have to update it as well. It is, was cooking anything tonight? Joby's command deck. Yeah, it's working on something else that I had. Let's see. Please give me a status update. Are you still Jobius? How old are you now? And can you connect to Lobster Brain? Yeah, it's I'm here and running normally. I'm not logged in Joby's 2 as my formal identity yet. Identity is still blank, but Joby's 2 does exist in your stack as no.
As of June 2nd, 2026. Lobster Brain. I don't see a confirmed live connection from this session right now. I do see an older memory of a limitless Obsidian sync meant to link with Lobster Brain, and that run failed on an invalid API key. So, the honest answer is, not currently connected, at least not in any verified working way I can see from here. If you want, I can check the actual Lobster Brain integration path next and tell you exactly what's broken.
So I'm just going to keep chugging along here for a minute, and I'll see what I can find out about my Openclaw. So the one thing that got messed up in the updates and everything is that so it's been doing that updates and stuff with my voice, but it should do that automatically. Like I love when I'm just like doing something completely different and then all of a sudden my computer just like talks to me in my own voice saying like, oh yeah, I did an update on this project, that project, and I'm like, we're getting there. We're Tony Stark level. No, close, close. Some people are probably. Um, Elon Musk, I bet, is like a beyond Tony Stark level billionaire craziness. I bet it would be cool to see all this stuff. All right, so what do we got?
Jobius the 2 is restored and persisted now in identity.md, home, Joseph, Howard C%, 5C users, 5C, Joseph, 5 Openclaw, workspace, identity, nd.1. I also logged it in, memory, or 2026-06 to nd, home, Joseph, users, 5C, Joseph, 5 Openclaw, workspace, memory, or 2026-6.2.md.1. So it survives the next wake up. On Lobster Brain, the clearest blocker is still mundane. The old limitless Obsidian bridge keeps failing because scripts limitless sync.py is missing from this workspace, and older runs also hit an invalid limitless API key before that. So the next clean move is to trace where that sync script actually lives, restore or repoint the pipeline, then retest auth. If you want, I'll do that next.
All Docker and okay. While that is figuring out what it's doing, just trying to figure out if anyone's interested in seeing any more of the things that I want to do, or if I just call the stream. Probably restart a stream doing something else, but maybe just enough stream Tuesday. Yeah, it's June. Search is failing. It's run by Olama, so I'm just gonna fix this one thing with the connections, and then I'll show you quickly like what I got the Openclaw up to, and then get this back in line, and then I'll end the stream. Let's aim at like 12:30, and then yeah. So I'm just trying to fix this connection, because what happens is I'll use Windsurf, or I'll use Devin, or another one of the agents or the harnesses, and then they can screw up the path that it tries to search through my memory system. So it's not perfectly like connection wise. Like it's great when it can search through it, but if it's dead, it's like talking to a noob. It's like he doesn't know what's going on. It's versed in like some of the things that I've been doing and all that, but it's like going from like extremely knowledgeable to like not so great. So it found what's up.
I dug deeper, and your push on the Alma angle was right. Alma is not dead. It's reachable from this WSL session at http://172.24.01.434
So
and http
anyone that's listening,
host.docker.
you can, I'll change the port after this, but if you,
the earlier local host forward 34 check was
my
misleading because the daemon is running on the Windows host,
11.434,
not inside this Linux session. Models are already there,
kill the brain
including
of my
Gemma
agent.
4.latest and Llama 3.2.latest.
Gotta
More
add that
importantly,
into the firewall.
the limitless bridge is real and already partially working. The missing pieces are actually present. MNTASISL users, Joseph Dawes Openclaw. Workspace, scripts, limitless sync. PI, MNTASIL users, Joseph Shao Openclaw. Workspace, scripts, sync low, limitless today. Esh, MNTASIL users, Joseph Shao Openclaw. Workspace or scripts, update limitless knowledge graph. PyY, that entity linking script explicitly uses Alma with model. Gemma 4 latest in Alma host. HTTP
like
Jow 1 down, 2 on
Mine's,
4 miles row, 0.01, 4 down 3 4. The pipeline appears to be limitless API. Obsidian Vault, raw, limitless. Alma Gemma, 4 entity extraction. Obsidian Vault, wiki optional indexing into ChromaDB. The vault is also clearly populated. Raw limitless chats and life logs exist through 2026.5. Entity outputs through at least 2026.5.29, and there's already a system note at Drelge MNT set users Joseph Howard documents Obsidian Vault wiki chai systems limitless pipeline.md. So the clean read is Docker is just the infra layer. Postgres, Mongo, Redis, ChromaDB. Alma is the local reasoning extraction layer on the Windows host, and the apparent lobster brain is this combined limitless plus Obsidian plus Alma plus Chroma stack, even if nothing is literally named lobster brain. What was wrong before was path context drift, not that the whole brain was gone. Next best move, run the bounded sync from Yorash users Joseph our Openclaw workspace and verify that a fresh entity file lands end to end.
Just to give an idea of what the brain that I'm like working with is that it uses, see, Obsidian's kind of a misrepresented here because it's amazing resource, but it's right now like I'm using for more of visual representation of like what it is. I got a couple posts about it, but it's like let's see. Alright, so if you can kind of see this hodgepodge of jumbliness. Oh, there we go. It's all of this is like the lobster brain, and this is the reason I say a bad representation because it's 2D. So with ChromaDB and then the Docker is running Redis, MongoDB, like all of the databases, which I think, convex linear, like some of the things that other people are doing are probably their version of this, but these are all like stored so that the LLM can refer to it via number indexing so that it could search and find specific topics and context quickly through the chains that are connected to my limitless data, which is the data that comes to me from people talking to me or any conversations that I can record on it. and it is then organized and put into the database with meta tags and embedded so that it can be searched through with ease for the LLMs and get as close to perfect context as possible. When it works great. It tends to break, so working with it to make it better. But yeah, so let's see. Anyway, that's it. It doesn't need to be animated anymore. All right, what the heck? It's gonna build all my data points, but let's see. We go there. So yeah, that's all of it. Why is it all broken up now? Some setting I put off of this. Anyway, that's great. Now it doesn't show it right. Oh well. They're all connected to one another via these things, and you can kind of find different topics through this, and then you could search through it via Obsidian. I'm basically using Obsidian as a documentation platform, Wikipedia, um, and yeah, and then I'm using the Docker database and such for the actual memory. But yeah, that's kind of what I got going on here. So we do that, and then we can see what's going on.
End-to-end bridge check passed. I didn't need anything from you. What worked? Limitless auth succeeded with the stored key. Fresh raw data pulled from the correct workspace path. Ultima on the Windows host answered normally at the host side endpoint. The entity linker completed for the new backlog days. Concrete results. Sync pulled 3 new life logs and 2 new chats. New raw days appeared for 2026, 530, and 20x 0531. New entity outputs were written. MNT Ja Sazi users, Joseph Cha documents. Obsidian Vault Cha outputs as limitless entities. 2026.0530. Chase.
Alright, so that's that. I'm going to mess with that a little bit further. We got Claude going. The only thing we didn't really touch was Minimax. We'll set that as separately. I'm going to actually do work on Minimax, and then I'll stream about it. Doing the streams has been a bit of like my mind separates, and I'm just trying to explain what I'm doing, and it's not as easy as it is to do it. So, all right, I'm gonna get done talking here. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much, and please, you know, check out some of the other streams that I have, and I'll continue doing this. So hopefully it'll help out. All right, appreciate you. Have a good rest of your night and a good day tomorrow.